And as we gear up for the big game, it's not just the snacks and the smack talk that makes Super Bowl Sunday special, it's the drinks too. So we asked renowned cocktail author Nick Mautone to join us. He's the creator of the iconic Honey Deuce, the official drink of the U.S. Open. There it is right there. And he's back on New Day with a few signature cocktails. Perfect for game time. Hello.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for being here. So we're starting off strong with a drink called the Dark Side, right?
The Dark Side, in honor of the punishing defense of the Seattle Seahawks, who are going to win the Super Bowl.
Yes, I'm loving the vibes all today. Everyone's so excited.
Yeah, so this is sort of a riff on a classic cocktail called a Black Manhattan, which is a rye whiskey and Amaro as opposed to just the sweet vermouth. I'm making a little bit different iteration, so it's the rye whiskey, sweet vermouth, Amaro, and two different bitters to give it a little more complexity.
Okay.
And it's for our punishing defense, so it's really great.
This might be punishing for me then. I don't know. We'll see. No, it sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
I've never had a Black Manhattan, is what you said. It's kind of a riff off of?
Black Manhattan, and it's become very fashionable, if you will, right now. It's kind of the moment in that it's a little bit stronger, a little bit more bitter.
Okay.
But bitter in a good way. So I'm using
what are the portions too that you're doing?
So doing 2 parts of the rye whiskey, 1 part each of the Amaro and the sweet vermouth.
Okay.
And then where I like is I'm doing 2 different bitters. This is chocolate bitters.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, Scrappy's chocolate bitters from here in Seattle. And Hella bitters from New York, which are their classic old-fashioned bitters. Think Angostura, okay, if you will. And let me just ice that down for a second.
Definitely. And you're making it 2 ways, I understand, too. One with ice.
That's correct.
And you have a reason for this.
Yeah, one with ice and top it with seltzer. So now you're watching the Super Bowl and you have a cocktail. If you down 2 or 3 or 4 of these, you're not going to see the second half, right? So I make a sessionable version, as we call it. So it'll be a much lighter drink, but it'll have the same flavor profile. But it'll be a little bit more refreshing and allow you to have several of them, but in a lower alcohol state.
Definitely.
Run away ice cube.
Okay, so mix it and then pour it on in. And I'm going to taste test. I can't wait. Okay, so while you're pouring that too, what is our second drink you're making too? I understand this is
Well, we know all the New England
Patriots.
Patriots will need to drown their sorrows when they lose.
Yes.
But Boston has contributed a fabulous historic cocktail called the Ward 8.
Ooh.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you. Okay. What's in the Ward?
So the Ward
very
also,
good.
Excuse me, the Ward also uses rye whiskey.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to be doing 2 parts of rye whiskey. We're using Woodinville here from Washington State.
Local, fabulous.
Right.
Look at all these fancy containers.
Great.
What's in here?
And so this is lemon juice.
Fresh lemon juice?
Yep, so 1 part of fresh lemon juice, 1 part of fresh orange juice.
Oh, I already know I'm going to love this drink, even though it's Patriots.
Even though it's the Patriots.
It's okay.
And this is 1 part of grenadine.
Oh.
I happen to love grenadine.
I do too. I love a Shirley Temple.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't, right?
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
this is like an adult Shirley Temple.
Okay, and so now we're just, let me put a dash of orange bitters. This is, as always, bitters for a mixologist are like salt, is like the spice cabinet.
So you're like seasoning.
You're seasoning the drink. Okay, so now we're going to give this a good shake.
Oh, fancy. I love it. Love the sounds.
There you go.
And how are you garnishing this too? This is great with little cherry.
So I've got just an orange and a cherry in there. I like the full slice of fruit. Some people will use just a orange twist or whatever, but I like the full fruit in there. It gives a little more freshness, if you will.
Yeah, a little more oomph.
Yeah. And
oh, that color's stunning.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Wow. I feel like this would make a really good like summer spring drink too. You could like take this, from Super Bowl on. Thank you. I love how you gave me the stronger pour. Cheers. What a gentleman. Here we go. Oh, fantastic. But still, go Seahawks. Got to go with number 1. And then a mocktail option. What's down here?
Okay, so this mocktail I call a mojito, for no alcohol mojito. And it's a mixture of fresh limes muddled with mint, some lime juice, some agave nectar. And I've topped this off with ginger beer because I happen to like ginger beer. Some people will do it with seltzer or soda. or anything else you like, but this gives it a little bit more zip, a little bit more freshness. I'll put a couple of dashes of the orange bitters in there as well. Again, it just makes it a little more complex.
Yeah.
So while you're not having you're not having alcohol, you're not missing the alcohol because the drink doesn't taste cloying like just a lemonade would or just a soda would.
So it's people were just hitting you with like lemonade, like you said.
It would feel like lemonade as opposed to something that they put any thought into it. And now when you get a great mixologist, they can do really wonderful things without the alcohol, just like they could with the alcohol. So.
This is to die for. I would never know this was a no mojito. No-hito?
A no-hito.
Mojito mosquito. Thank you so much, Nick, for being here. This was a blast.